quarterback. He's going 9th to the Panthers in your mock right now. I think he's going to be one of the most polarizing players in this draft. Some people are going to say it has nothing to do with that, Swagoo. Some people are going to say boom for him. Some people are going to say bust, right? Okay, so what is it about his game that makes him so special that maybe you see somebody move up for him, or do you see him potentially falling down for some people?
Listen, you said it. He's the most polarizing player in this entire draft. He's 6'4", 232 pounds. If you put on his best tape, he's the most exciting player in this draft. I mean, that's how talented he is. He has the arm strength to drive the ball vertically. He has mobility that you dream about now in the NFL. But he's not developed yet. He needs time. So if it's Carolina or any of these other teams that we're talking about that need a quarterback, you better have a plan and you better have a veteran in place. Whether it's Sam Darnold, who showed some flashes late last season, or another guy that they bring in. But ultimately, wherever he goes, I think he's going to need at least 1 year.
Todd, in your mock draft with all these quarterbacks, you know, there's question marks about all of them, right? Whether it's Bryce Young, who's slight, who's small, who's not that tall, whether it's Richardson you just talked about. You know, you start to look at some of them, whether it's C.J. Stroud, not a lot of athletic ability, not a strong arm. And then you get to Will Levis. Why is so many people, like, high on him? Because I'm not.
I got you. I'm struggling with it too. And Kuiper and I go back and forth all the time about it. He has the strongest arm of the top 3 quarterbacks, okay? He's mobile. He has character, intangibles, toughness. He had a terrible offensive line this year, a young wide receiving core, a running back who was suspended the first 4 games. So there are a lot of reasons why the production didn't match up with where he potentially will get drafted. But I also see some things, too, in his game. Does he process it as quickly as he should? Eyes dropping inside the pocket? Does he feel where pressure is coming from? And then late game turnovers and critical moments, those are concerns. I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. I talked to two GMs in a 5-day span. One said, I'm worried he's going to be Carson Wentz because he plays quarterback like linebacker. The other said, he might be the next Josh Allen because he might be a much better NFL player than college player. So that's kind of the range when you talk to people in the NFL about him.
Wow.
Yeah, Todd, I was gonna say if Will Levis go top 3, he can thank Josh Allen for getting drafted top 3, seeing where he came from his rookie year to where he is now. I'm gonna ask you this, Todd. One player that I'm intrigued about, man, is Bijan Robinson, the running back out of Texas. I think he is a phenomenal player. And I know backs are not going to be in the top 10, but I think he's a top 10 player when you talk about talent. Talk to me a little bit about Bijan and how he can impact his rookie year in this league, because we saw Breece Hall on his way to potentially being Offensive Player of the Year for the New York Jets this year. You think Bijan can have that type of impact?
Absolutely. He's the best running back that's come out since Saquon Barkley. And if you meet him and you get to know him a little bit, he's that kind of special person too. He just brings a lot of energy to the locker room, and the ability to obviously create missed tackles, but then catch the football and pass protect. I think he's as complete a back as you're going to find coming out. I think he's one of the top 6 or 7 players in this entire draft. I had him dropping to 22 to Baltimore just because teams don't want to draft a running back. But I promise you, I would have him in the top 5. I actually would have him at like 5 or 6 if it was just basic, just stuck to where the prospect ranking is.
Man, what a weapon if he ends up in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, if he's still there, and Todd Monken, their new offensive coordinator, I'm like, I want to go be OC there for the Ravens.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.